What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Big Sean started teasing on Twitter that he was not done with 2017. He already put out an album, I Decided, back in February, and for the most part that is like the end of the year as far as music goes for most artists. You put out one album and then you just move on, unless you're like a Future or a Young Thug. But for Big Sean, nobody was expecting him to sit here and want to put out more music. So he teased that last night, and then this morning, Billboard announced that Big Sean and Metro Boomin are teaming up together for a collaborative album titled Double or Nothing. In this article, there's no release date, it just says coming soon, but the fact that Big Sean says that his 2017 is not over with seems to indicate that we'll get this album before the year is over with. I would advise him not to drop on December 15th. We already got Eminem, his label mate Jeezy, you got NERD, G-Eazy, Scarface, and Lord knows who else is going to pop up on that day as well. I think either December 8th or December 22nd, which really isn't the best because it's right before Christmas, but hey, if you want to put out music, then go for it, but I would advise no December 15th. Now, I wanted to do a video about this because it is news, but at the same time, I didn't want to do like a most anticipated album because I honestly am not expecting much out of Double or Nothing. I look at it like Big Sean is talented, yes, and Metro Boomin is a great producer as well, but I Decided was forgetful. I feel like even though the album only dropped about, 10, 11 months now, I can't really remember anything. I think you got the record Bounce Back. And that's the only one that I really remember off of the album. It wasn't one that aged really well, especially in a year where we got so much great music from other artists. In the Metro Boomin, I feel like the beats are going to be good because Metro Boomin did some really good beats on the album that he did with 21 Savage and Offset. But I don't know if Big Sean and Metro Boomin as a duo is going to be a great album. You look at it like when you have a bunch of these collaboration albums coming out back to back to back to back, even if this one is just the rapper-producer combination, it's almost like, is this going to be up to par? Like, I'm reading the article and I would hope so. It sounds like they do have chemistry. From what the article reads, Big Sean and Metro Boomin were actually in the studio together out in LA, really working on the music together. It wasn't like Metro was like, here's a batch of beats, man. No, he was actually making beats on the spot for Big Sean. And Big Sean was writing to them, coming up with the ideas and concepts. I will say there is one aspect that does get me excited from the article, basically saying that Big Sean wants to sort of tackle like police brutality and, more deeper subjects. I'll read the exact part in the article. It says, there are quick, impassioned passages about police violence and racial equality, an unusual focus for Sean. I believe music is a way of getting away from things, he says. But it was heavy on my heart and I felt the need to talk about it. So I like right off the bat that Big Sean is taking a different approach and not just making like another album like I Decided or something like that. He's actually going to fuse in different things that he really hasn't talked about. But he says it's been heavy on his heart, and you know how that will affect the music. When something is heavy on your heart, when it's weighing down on your mind, it really brings out the best in an artist. So on one end, I'm a little optimistic that this is going to be good, but on the other end, it's kind of like, well, we've gotten a lot of collaboration albums this year that really haven't held up. They're here for a week or two. They're like, oh yeah, this is awesome, this is cool, and then they're just forgotten. I don't want the same for Big Sean and Metro Boomin. So we will find out hopefully in a couple weeks. Again, Big Sean might not have the control to say, oh yeah, we're going to drop this album before the end of the year. It might be that Def Jam wants to put it out in January or even February. I mean, who knows? but Big Sean sounds confident that it will come out in 2017. So we'll be talking about Double or Nothing, the collaboration album between Big Sean and Metro Boomin, real soon. So those are just a few thoughts that I had surrounding the announcement that they are doing an album together. I'll include the Billboard article so you can give that a read, check it out. And then let me know what you're thinking about this. Are you excited for Big Sean and Metro Boomin? Do you think they'll be a great combination? Let me know in the comment section. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.